All right, today we're diving into a health strategy with a name that is, well, let's just say you are not going to forget it. It's a super simple hack that might just be one of the most effective things you've never even heard of.
Okay, so first things first, we have to talk about the name. Because let's be honest, when you hear the term fart walking, your mind probably goes to some pretty interesting places, right?
Look, I know exactly what you're thinking, because I had the same reaction. Like, what on earth could this possibly be? Is this some kind of joke? But I promise you, it's a totally real concept, and there's a really serious purpose hiding behind that, well, that silly name.
So let's just clear the air, so to speak. It has absolutely nothing to do with what you're probably imagining. Instead, just think of it as a really clever memory aid for a surprisingly powerful health routine.
All right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get to what really matters here. What is the actual health strategy behind this crazy name? Because, it turns out it's brilliantly simple and super effective. So here it is. Fart walking is just a memorable name, that's all. It's for a simple two-part strategy that's focused entirely on one really crucial health goal: managing diabetes. And the whole point, the ultimate goal here, is to manage your blood sugar levels. And we're not talking about complicated gym routines or these extreme diets. No, we're talking about simple, consistent habits you can do every single day. So this whole strategy, it's basically built on two main pillars. The first one is all about what you're putting into your body. And it's super simple: reduce your sugar. And I want you to really notice the simplicity here. This isn't about, counting every single calorie or completely overhauling your entire diet. The foundational step is just one single action, just making a conscious effort to lower your overall sugar intake. That's it. Okay, let's move on to the second pillar, and you'll see how this builds right on top of the first one. This is the activity part of it, and it's just as straightforward. It's called the dinner walk. I mean, it really doesn't get any simpler than this. Step 1, you eat your meal. Step 2, you take a walk. And this is important, you really got to pay attention to that third part. The timing is absolutely key, with a special emphasis on the walk you take right after your evening meal. And that's the really crucial point. Now, walking after any meal is beneficial, for sure, but that walk after dinner is especially important. And here's why. When you eat, your body starts converting that food into glucose, right? So your blood sugar starts to rise. A simple walk gets your muscles working, and they start pulling that glucose right out of your bloodstream to use for energy. This whole process helps stop a big blood sugar spike. And the reason that post-dinner walk is so powerful is that most of us are way less active in the evening. That inactivity can let blood sugar levels stay high overnight, so a walk really helps. So here they are, the two pillars right next to each other. And it's not about choosing one or the other, it's the combination that really makes this strategy work. On one side, you've got the diet part, reducing sugar, and on the other, you have the activity part, that consistent habit of walking after you eat. Okay, so after all that, what's the big picture here? What's the one simple thing you should really take away from all of this? It really all just boils down to this. This isn't some quirky wellness trend you'll see for a month and then it's gone. No, this is a practical, super accessible strategy, and it's designed for a very specific and very serious health purpose: managing diabetes. So, hey, the next time you hear the term fart walking, try not to just chuckle and dismiss it. Instead, remember it for what it really is: a simple name that's just there to help you remember a really, really powerful habit. And let's just end on this thought. We live in a world that's just filled with complex fitness gadgets and all these restrictive diets, so it's really worth asking yourself, could the biggest positive change to your health actually come from the absolute simplest habit you can imagine? Something as easy as just watching your sugar and taking a walk after dinner. It's something to think about, right?